Welcome everybody to the 2v2 finals, the battle for Avalon here. Fuzzy Wuzzy right here, and I've also got Glacier with me. How are you doing today, bud?
Hey, phenomenal. It's so exciting. Looking forward to this one. We got Stay Hydrated on the order side and Vegas Card Count gonna be the bad guys this time. Uh what are we looking? We've seen both of these teams, or at least the players from these teams, several times in these 2v2s. Is there anything specific you're expecting to see here?
Well, the first thing I was gonna say was I was expecting the Aphrodite ban pretty quick. She was very potent the last time we were together, and just made sure that they were staying alive the entire time. So I definitely understand that Afro ban. On top of that, we got a Hell ban on the side of Vegas Card Count as well as the ISIS ban for Stage Hydrated and the Chongo ban for Card Count. So they're
And
just
then a
banning healers.
Jonquay. I was gonna say nobody wants to have to build anti-heal, folks.
Absolutely.
This is the screw the healers. Yeah, Jonquay set. We're still okay. Habwa, the first god that's not a healer. Uh, I'm surprised, that we've been seeing so much attention paid to the healers. I think there's definitely other things that are super strong. I think we've seen a lot of on her do really well. I think Uller, there's that ban. I like the ban, but are you a little bit surprised by any of this? Because I feel like I get it, like don't get me wrong, but like that's a lot of healers. Do you think both teams are just really respecting the late game presence that they bring?
In my opinion, healers in a 2v2, if you can out damage the heal, then you will win. But if you can't out damage the heal, then you'll lose. And I think what they're
So
trying
what
to
you're
do is in the
telling
late
me,
game, is in that late game phase, they're trying to, if you get too many heals off, then the other team is going to lose because they'll just stay alive. But we do see an Ullaron locked in for stay hydrated, something we haven't seen in a little bit here. What do you think about that Ullaron pick?
one simple easy word, heals. You had to get him in from somewhere, man. So that
Yep.
Ullaran gonna be the heals. Obviously, that's not the reason you're picking him. Ultimate in that Joust map's gonna do so much from a 2v2 perspective. Fairly good once he gets online. N- I don't mind the pickup. Definitely something that's counterable. But again, I don't really mind the pickup. The one thing that I'm kind of looking for is I'm looking for an on her in response. As with his ultimate, he can pretty much just ignore the entire Ullaran ult, and then if he can't, he jumps. And yeah, we see that on her paired immediately with the Jing Chen. We've seen Jing Chen a little bit, and we've seen him do really well, and we've seen him do really poorly. Why is he such a coveted pick on this Joust map?
I think it's just the presence that his ultimate's able to pull out, as we do see a Daji going to go ahead and get locked in, which is a very interesting pick as well. But with the presence that the Jing Tian has with his ultimate and how long it's CC immune and how he can pick people up and throw them under a tower, I think that's kind of the big reason that Jing Tian is such a target pick for certain players. But that Daji pickup into the with the Ullaron pairing is going to be interesting. They don't really have a front line, so Daji is probably going to be building a little bit more cooldown and a little bit more of that tankiness as we do go ahead and jump right into the game as we
Yeah,
take a
and
look
it
at their
does look.
builds. And
Yeah, it does look. I was gonna say the Daji does look to be opting towards a little bit more of a tanky build, building Warriors Whistling straight into a hammer. I'm assuming that's gonna be a Blackthorn hammer, and I wouldn't be surprised at all to see it rushed. But aggression already.
oh yeah, we this is the always in 2v2s as the Xingtian is going to go hit some autos, but take a look at the on her in the back right there. He's just getting bodied by the Ullaron right there, but they are able to disengage a little bit. Everybody's kind of at that same level of health, making sure that everything is just ready for these waves to crash in. And who do you, in this case, do you want to have the better clear, or do you want to have the do you want to just kind of farm under tower? What would you want to do?
Well, I think there's definitely, you need to make sure they're not getting, you're not getting out cleared. But just a second, it looks like Face is doing a lot.
But as the on her impale is going to come out, Ullaron's going to go ahead and throw out the Suns, and it does look like that he's going to throw out the heal to get the knockup, but he's out of position right now. Xingqian is diving in, but look at the Daji trying to get off some ticks. The impale misses, but the auto gets it. Moods with the first blood on her.
Oh, and that was so unfortunate. One huge thing that I want to point out that I hadn't really thought of, when we first see that Dodge locked, right? We're just kind of seeing it. Okay, it is what it is. But then think about this for just 1 second. Dodge is knockup immune and knockback immune in that too, in those, the blades, the swiping, and so anytime Honor's trying to peel her off of him, he's not able to. So the later this goes, this is gonna start to get a little bit difficult for Moods.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. The interesting thing with the Daji, like as you were saying, with the knockback immunity, is just that, and the fact is when she turns around as well, those tails behind her give her those damage mitigations. So if she's just swiping, not only is she not going to be able to get knocked back, but she's just running away and taking less damage in general. So, and I think that's just a great pickup right there as well. Just a good defensive play and a good defensive presence that they have on the side of Stay Hydrated.
What do you think about the Bancroft's rush out of this Uller run? I kind of like going for the extra power. We're used to seeing an attacker's blessing from anyone that's going to be focusing on dealing damage. But I like the fact that he's just saying, you know what, I know I don't really fight super great that early, so let's just go ahead and get me a bunch of damage on early here.
And I think that's exactly right. It's we're going to get as much damage online as possible. Give me some life steal so that I can stake around a little bit as well, because he is that auto attack presence of a mage. So getting that life steal online early is going to be very helpful for the side of Stay Hydrated. But right now, everybody's level 5, so I'm looking to see some possible ultimates being used and see if we can't get someone out of position here.
The one thing is, I really think whoever starts using their ability, like using their ultimate first, is gonna be at a disadvantage, because Luconium starts with that Uller ult, or Face starts with a Daji ult, and there it is. We see Daji now right on the back line.
Yep, as Daji gets on the back line, the Xingtian ult was able to go out, but the Uleron ult slowing down Xingtian a crazy amount, but Palal's coming out, pulls them both in. Luconium getting one, the jump from the Honors coming in, and Face picks up the other with the bleeds. The double kill for the side of Stay Hydrated, but one kill each for the side of Stay Hydrated, as they are going to go ahead and look to push this tower a little bit with that wave, but does look like that Face is going to go ahead and back. Luconium's just going to go ahead and waddle on out there, check the red buff, and make sure that everything's down.
Yeah, and exactly what I was saying, right? So you got one team that initiates with the fight, right? And as soon as that Xingtian ultimate's down, he has no more CC immunity. As soon as that on her, he's got to either beads or he's just kind of done. And they both get pulled in after their CC immunity is done, and then after that, it's just an easy cleanup. This Daji, I feel like I saw it and I'm like, okay, surely that's a meme, but I'm starting to really believe in it. It looks like quite the matchup.
As we do get a little bit more presence, the Daji's going to go ahead and come in. She tries to get some more bleeds off on him, but is just unable to finish off the one last hit that it needs. Uleron going to go ahead and throw out the Suns to make sure that the damage is out there, but Daji's going to go ahead and teleport in as the Sun misses. But Daji, diving
goodness.
Phoenix right there, and picking
goodness.
up mods. As Mytheria's still going to go in on Face. Mytheria's going to go ahead and use that ultimate as a spin to win, as Mytheria's going to get the big heal off, but Luconium's able to finish off and kill it. That is another deicide for the side of Stay Hydrated.
What a knock up there. The heal comes through last second, making sure that Xingtian doesn't get enough on that tick damage at the end there. And now the lead is starting to become a good bit of an issue, because Face is still here.
Oh, not only is Face still here, but oh, he just missed the towel right there as he's trying to dive the Phoenix to try to see the bleed, and the bleed does go off. Face getting modes after he goes ahead and falls to the Phoenix.
All right, just there are no words. I've honestly, Warriors Blessing and Blackthorn, a really fun and interactive combination there.
Oh, look at the blink coming out from Mytherius. Mytherius going to go ahead and dive. The ticks are coming out, but the Xingtian can't finish it off as the Xingtian is so close. He's at 300 health as he waddles back with a little bit, licking his wounds, just trying to stay motivated to keep this game alive.
So what happened there, right? So he closes the distance. He puts that damage on with the roar, right? And then he starts his wind up for his second ability, that knock up and ground pound that he's got. And as he starts to wind that knock up, Uleron heal knocks him up, cancels it. Uleron runs away, and he ends up having to recast it. And Uleron gets out just the last second. The tiny little bit of self-heal from the Uleron heal has saved his life probably a minimum of 3 times so far this game already.
Yeah, Luconium has just been on point with those heals, as the Bull Demon King is going to go ahead and get pulled. We're going to see that kind of fall pretty quickly, as Uleron's wonderful ability, the more magic power he has, the more he can crit magically, as the Bull Demon team does fall down, but it does look like that the side of Vegas card count is trying to see if they can pick something up here, as the Daji does go ahead and stop the back as the autos are coming out, but does look like that there might be a little bit of an engagement as the Xingtian is going to go ahead and spin, as the On Her Impale is going to go out. Laconium is at one shot, and Mods is going to be able to pick it up with the ultimate, as the Daji is going to try to do some Fury swipes right there. It's going up into the towel. Beads coming out for Mods, as look at how low Mods is. One auto, but the Impale goes off. Look at him tick. He's legitimately at 1 HP, and Face is so close to being falling right now, as Mytheria's trying to pick him up. Mytheria's going to go ahead and try to jump on top of him, but misses it at the last second, as an Archer is going to go ahead and pick up Moods, as Face is going to try his best to finish off this kill. 1, 2, 3, and 4! Mytheria falls to Face with the Fury swipes.
I'm sorry, what? So, just a quick recap. Easy 2v2, the ultimate combo works perfectly for the side of Vegas card count. Then, On Her gets dove by someone, hits a perfect impale, pushes him off, doesn't stay to fight, instead opts to kind of walk and run away the other direction. Not really walk, just run away the other direction. Jing Chen says, hey, I can finish this off, and isn't able to?
Hold on to that, as Laconium's going to go ahead and finish off Mods in the ultimate, as the critical strikes are coming out for the side of Laconium right there. He's trying to do some more damage to Mytheria, as Mytheria is able to back off. Does look like that the bird is respawned, so that Bull Demon King advantage is now gone, as both Face and Laconium do no longer have the Bull Demon King.
That said, they're not really too scared of it. They've got a respawn timer that's pretty hefty, and Mood's still not up for another second or two. Now coming back up, coming back in.
As Mytheria does go ahead and get Laconium with some of that damage, but the Pillar is going to go ahead and bring in the Impale to keep Face off, but Face is going to teleport to Mytheria, and Mod's going to pick up the kill as the teleport comes in. What a great heads-up play for Mods, as the bird is still standing right there.
It is, and he should be able to get the tier 1 at least here. This tower should fall pretty quickly to the On Her. Still 5 seconds. Laconium not going to be up in time. Has just about getting that second ring completed. Can we talk about how even through the impales, even through the CC, even though Vegas card count is playing like they're hitting their stuff, it just doesn't matter. This Daji, relentless, running down anyone he wants to kill dies.
Absolutely, I 100% agree, but take a look at the Daji's build right there. A Stone of Gaia third. Now, with Stone of Gaia, you're obviously getting some HP 5 and some MP 5, but why would you pick the Stone of Gaia right here on the Daji, as she's already knock-up immune in her Fury swipes?
So for when you're not knock-up immune, or for when you get ulted by the Jing Chen, both times you go forward, blink in, and this is gonna be a pretty big fight here. That's the ult over the wall, and Moods just deletes, and Face still wants to fight this. Do you think he's gonna go back in?
Nah, Face is going to go ahead and understand that he needs to back up right here, as some of the damage is trying to come out, but he is going to go ahead and Fury swipe it, as Mytheria is going to go ahead and spin him around a couple of times, make him a little bit dizzy, as Face is still doing crazy amount of damage to Mods, as the tower still stands, but look, he's going up into the pillar, as Mytheria is going to get a chain off, and he's going to pull him in, he's going to auto him, he's going to Fury swipe as the tick's coming in, but Mods is going to go ahead and impale him, picking up Face, as a deicide comes out for Vegas card count.
Ooh. What a good play there. Just bit off a little bit more than you could. You had the tankiness from Stone of Gaia, and it showed exactly why that was such a good item for him to get. But then overstayed his welcome just a little bit. Hi, I'd like to introduce you to a full health On Her with Impale. It hurts a little bit.
Yeah, that was a very, very aggressive play from the side of the Face. It's definitely what you like seeing when you play a Daji like that, but unfortunately, you know, when you build tank Daji, you don't do as much damage as you'd like to, and unfortunately the damage just wasn't there to pick up Mytheria or Mods, as they were ending up both at about half health at the end of that fight.
I think this next fight is going to be really, really important. I think it's going to be a big tell. I'd like to see maybe a fight over the Bull Demon King, the Fire Giant mini for this map. Maybe even just a little bit of a retreat. I think the Vegas card count need to be careful here. They're looping hyper aggressively. No wards from the side of Stay Hydrated.
Yeah, as we are going to push up the waves, it does look like, though, that Vegas card count is looking in for a bait right here, as it does look like that they came out just a little too early, and nothing seems to be coming out of that engagement, but Face is looking for possibly something to dive in on, as he does dive in to Mytheria, as the Fury swipes are going to go ahead and come out. Mytheria still just a little bit away from Maz, as Maz is taking some crazy damage from Luconium right now, as the sun does come out to clear the wave, and that seems to be about it. Now we're just kind of waiting. Oh, as a blink comes in from Mytheria, and ultimate comes out. Beats and Aegis are going to go ahead and be used, but an ultimate for Ullaron's going to keep Mytheria
Oh
inside
my.
as he is slowed.
Oh
As look at
my.
Face's damage coming out, as
Look at
Luconium's
those
going to go ahead
crits.
and pull him out, but Luconium, the Face barely misses the pull right there on the chain, as Aegis is going to come out for Mods right here, but look, Face is still on him. A couple of swipes, 1, 2, 3. He's still autoing. Ullaron's going to try to pick it up. He gets the heal off. He's going to try to throw it. But look at the blink for Face. The auto does it. Unbelievable play by Face there, as he's just showing why Daji is working.
Okay. Timeout. What an incredible play there. Style points to the max, waits behind that line, and Moods just completely and utterly forgets that there's a Daji involved. Sees, the Oluran, and just is paying attention to him, not really worrying too much about anything, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, blink. And that auto attack do so much there.
Luconium is just pounding Mytheria on his Phoenix, on his dead bird right there. Unbelievable play right there for the side of Stay Hydrated. Just in general, the team play that's coming out. With this Titan's Bane that's being picked up now by the Daji, that's going to be even more damage. What's that next? Do you think the next item's going to go ahead and be that Hydra's Lament for the for that proc, for the auto attack proc, or what do
Now
you think
that
they're probably going into?
Now that she's got the T2, I do think the only thing that she can go into is that Hydra's, and I actually love it. She's doing so much damage here. We see her 10,600 with 2 full health items, like just so impactful right now. And Moose just has to walk away.
As the ultimate does come out from Moods, as 1 chain, 2 chain beats come out, but Mytheria is going to go ahead and ult and say, Moods, I got a present for you. But Moods isn't there to get the present, as he's trying to retreat as Daji's going to go ahead and try to swipe him, as he's going to still keep going as the pillar comes out to slow Face. But Mytheria is in a really bad position right now, but he does get the root off, as it does look like they're going to try to take this fight under their Titan right now for the side of Vegas card count.
And a little bit of a retreat here, smart play. Just have them, come back out to fight you. There's no reason to dive a Titan right now. We're level 14. Blink comes out. That's the Impale. The Impale takes him out of damage. And now Mytheria, exactly where he doesn't want to be, inside the Sanctified Fields, and falls immediately Luconium.
As Face is going to go ahead and get some swipes off. Look at the tick damage coming out for Moods, as he's just going to be able to walk back into the fountain. And now it is a 2v1 for a little bit of time. It looks like about 23 seconds left until Mytheria comes up, as Moods is going to try to push off Luconium, as Moods is going to go ahead and ult, but it looks like that Moods is going to go ahead and fall. He's 1 auto away. His Face does fall. That is a deicide for Stay Hydrated, and the Titan will likely follow. But there is 8 seconds left. Are they going to be able to get it down? It does look like that they're going to.
Oh, they're not interested in getting it done.
They want to kill Mytheria one time as the autos come out. The ultimate for Mytheria, the beads, trying to throw someone into fountain, but Luconium is going to go ahead and pick him up as they end the game.
What damage was that? That was absolutely and utterly insane. The chunk from the Hydras there. And if you didn't catch that, stepping in to the enemy fountain to finish that Hydra's Lament, Daji walks in, autos, Hydra procs with that 1 pop, into the crits, the burst from the sun, and Uluran Daji. Never really thought I'd be saying these words. Apparently a pretty good combo in a 2v2.
It's interesting to think that a Uluran and a Daji, who are considered pretty much mid to late game characters, are really great, and we're even doing great work in the early stages of this game right here, especially against a Xingtian and an On her being one of the earliest game bullies out there in the game. So great work on the side of Stay Hydrated, as they do secure up the finals victory here for the 2v2. Now, who would you give your MVP to right here? Would you give it to Face or Laconium right now?
Actually, neither. My MVP for this one has to go to that Joust Archer, who ended up getting the last hit on the On Her in a series of unfortunate events. That man put in a ton of work, should be applying for a promotion any day now. Did a phenomenal job.
So the Archer is now going to become the giant minion, is that right?
Something like that. We've got brute melee minions. Why can't we have brute archers?
That's what I'm thinking. Well, thank you guys so much, as we are concluding right now the 2v2 joust, and we'll be right back with a 5v5 semifinal. Stay tuned.